But there was that really cute Icelandic girl who'd been jumping really well as well, and she jumped, and it's very suspenseful, and she missed, and everyone went, oh, and I went, oh, and you clap like that, right?
Because you want Tatiana to win?
No, because she'd just done a good jump, but she missed, so it's disappointing. It was a reflex,
Yeah.
Well, does anyone know?
And what did the German guy do?
Okay, so this Wunty German in front turns around and says, looks at me like this, and you guys looked, so we all went, what? And then I realised it was because I was clapping.
You shouldn't be clapping a bad jump.
But you clap sort of, and then he went, I can't believe it.
I can't believe it's not butter.
Exactly, and then you know what he did? Then he didn't clap anyone else except the German girl.
And she was a pain because she was actually trying to get everyone to clap. And everyone's going, we're Aussies, we want the other girl to win, so we're not going to clap for you. No. And she was just Miss Bossy Boots.
She was.
And
then he issued the chant, Deutschland, Deutschland, Deutschland. No one did that. That is like a prawn going off in the sun slowly, isn't it? It is just that Aussie. I was out at the stadium tonight, and someone on the station just went one. It was the moment at which it was one too many.
Yeah.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. And a tumbleweed rolled through.
Absolutely, that is what we want.
But I was going to say, Monday night, I've been to a lot of sporting events over the years, but it had to be. I don't like people who talk about I was there, but it really was the best sporting event, I think, or moment. We were very lucky. Channel 10 got us great tickets out in the car park. No, we were right on the finish line and the start line, so we saw the whole thing, and it was fantastic, wasn't it, Kate?
Yes,
you were crying. You were bawling.
I cried.
You were bawling.
I spilled a drink.
I collected a souvenir of the evening, which I will keep. It's in the same matchbox you had last week. It's a slightly crushed bogong moth that was flying around there. I inhaled it, spat it out again, and there it is in the box.
But I was when I saw Cathy was getting a gold medal, and I was looking up at the screen, and I was actually going, I just love the sporting events, like get on with the opening ceremony and stuff, get on with the sport. And I'm thinking, the sporting, but I was up there, I'm thinking, this is great. And I'm looking at her on the screen, I'm going, this is a pretty special moment. And then I hear some guy tap on my shoulder. I turn around, and he's got like pies and hot dogs. And he goes, excuse me, mate.
It's really the greatest. Say, where were you when it happened? Because I asked the cab driver on the way here tonight, I said, what were you doing? And he goes, driving a cab.
Okay.
But radio.
Yeah, he was saying that he's never seen Sydney as dead.
Yeah.
It was like someone had said a nuclear bomb was about to go off.
I was once in Rome, and the final of Man Oh Man was on. Remember that TV show?
Very similar.
And it was big in Italy, and I swear it was a Saturday night. I poked my head out the window in Rome, and all you could hear was the sound of fountains. Just fountains. There was no cars, no people. It was very big rating.
What do you reckon about
actually a true story.
The post-race interview or post-match interview? I don't reckon we should have them. I think they're a little bit unnecessary, and you only ever get cliches out of the person who's just won and they're out of breath, or if they've just lost, they're generally gracious. They're pretty unsatisfying, and they sort of take a bit of the magic away. You came to see the performance,
everyone's so aware of what they should be saying. I saw Klim and Hugo get out of the butterfly race, and they came second and third, and the question straight away they just said, it was like, fantastic swim, congratulations guys, and Michael Klim said, it wasn't actually. So it was just this awkward thing of we've got to be positive about it.
But I think your point is that it breaks down that kind of slight deification you have of athletes in their
and it'd be like if you went to see a concert and someone sings their final song of the night, you clap, they walk off stage. You don't want an interview backstage. How do you think the concert went tonight? It would be pointless.
And I think love that. Although the most eloquent thing I reckon was when she wasn't talking, when she just sat on the track afterwards. That was the start of the tears. Then the other tears. You teared up, Glenda. Didn't you cry?
You have so broken a male rule.
Hang on.
Glenn was not crying.
No. I got a bogong in the eye. Because that was...
Did you tear up a bit?
No.
Oh, right.
No. Did you, Tommy?
It was pretty emotional.
Did you, Santo?
No, I didn't tear up.
Right.
But it was a great moment.
No, but I mean, you were crying for all of us.
Because
I was going to tear up, then the guy came in with his tray of hot dogs.
Can I tell you, this is the amazing thing about I went back and heard the TV commentary afterwards, and Bruce McAvaney, it was a really interesting Cascade. Bruce McAvaney went, what a legend, what a champion. And Raylene Ball said, what a relief.
Yes.
That's true though for her.
And both were valid,
Yeah.
both from different perspectives.
Absolutely.
But from someone from an athletics perspective, I reckon when Cathy Freeman stood on the blocks, that feeling of like, when we all yelled at once, you actually went, oh my God. It's almost like you want to send out a runner to say, look, it's okay if you're done.
But when you saw her in that little zippy suit, that was so brilliant because she had to win once she wore that.
Yeah.
Like, if you had that on...
Pure wrestling, that.
If you wore that and you came second, you'd feel like a real Charlie.
We're going to take it. There we go. Just quickly, Santo, you mentioned the other week a Channel 7 commentator had a little bit of a slip on the Simon Fairweather.
I saw Featherweather today.
Did you? Well,
in
Channel
Cafe.
10, not immune. One of my favourite newsreaders, Natasha Belling, had a little bit of a slip the other night on the news. Have a look at this.
Rowing, Georgina Douglas is through to the final of the women's single sculls, while Jim Tompkins and Matthew Long won their semi-final of the men's cockless pairs. And here are the closing stages.
We'll leave you to ponder that while we take a very quick break. Back with more panel.
The new Toyota RAV4 with more room and power, it's unbeatable.
Experience the power of Vanessa Amorosi.
You could give your life.
Her #1 album featuring the new single Shine.
You can bang your head or you can.
Vanessa Amorosi has the power.
Life is changing so fast, it's scary. We're so busy worrying about the future, we forget about our dreams. But you only get one shot at life. So what are you waiting for? Join a footy team. Go into business for yourself. Aim for a better future today. Laugh. Get a part in a play. Get on the internet. Buy that house. Renovate. Get in touch with your high school sweetheart. Get online and buy some shares for your kids. Stop watching. Start doing. Anything is possible.
Ron Clark warming up before the big event. Oh, he's looking good.
Join EasySaver Plus and enjoy reduced international direct calls from just 21 cents per minute to these popular destinations. Everyone's a winner with Telstra. Join now. Call 132200.
It's a super sellout at Better Electrical. Simpson 6.5 kilo washer, a sellout at just $688. NEC 33 litre electronic microwave, only $225. Interest-free terms available. It's a super sellout.
Hey, where can I freshen up?
Clairol Herbal Essences is changing shampooing from a chore to an all-out joy. So you can't help but get excited about your beautiful hair.
Yes! 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 So is my car ready?
It'll be a little while longer.
Clairol Herbal Essences, a totally organic experience.
You ever hear the urban legend about the dead hitchhiker?
A serial killer who murders 8 students.
Hello? What's going on? How'd you hear that? You don't think it was real?
None of blood. Whoever's doing this is gonna come after you again.
It's just an urban legend.
Urban Legends Final Cut.
Urban legend my ass.
At cinemas September 28th.
What have you done today to make you feel proud? It's never too late to try. What have you done today to make you feel proud? If you make that grab for freedom, what have you done today to make you feel proud?
possibly listening to it on the Triple M radio network.
Can I just ask you a question? We're getting into the second week now, and are you like me, because you've watched a lot of sport on television, are you finding that you're becoming a bit of an expert on everything? Are you like when you, especially when I watch the diving, because I can watch it for 10 minutes and then I'm going, yeah, it's a 9.5 there, a little bit of an over rotation, and I'm usually right.
We did this the other, and we went to the diving as well.
Yeah.
And there was guy with us, Mick Malloy's brother, was actually sitting there and getting every score right. And our theory is that when people are so close to perfection, that it's easy to pick the slight error. But when people are mediocre, then you've got to add up all the good bits.
Yes, right, okay.
It's a question of subtraction.
But I'm just going, his ass was poking out a bit.
I started to do it at the dressage today.
Right. Automatic expert?
I tell you what.
How do you know watching the dressage?
I had no idea. I was very good at that kind of stuff.
You've got around. You've been to a few events.
I have, Tom. Yeah.
Did you go to the, or did you watch it on TV?
On TV. I tell you what I went to the other day was the vault, the infamous vault.
Oh, the vault.
And it was just in front of me, and I'd just finished saying to the people I'm with, I'd go, in the warm-up, everyone was flipping and going on their knees, going, Wolf, Wolf. And I'm going, you'd think at Olympic level they're a bit better than us. And then about, I don't know, 25 volts into it, someone went out with that expression. And literally like a car that's broken down on the side of the road, 3 or 4 people actually were going,
they did it in front of everyone.
Yeah, and it was 2 inches, 5
And what were all the athletes doing? What were all the gymnasts doing? Were they standing there watching?
I think.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think it became apparent. And then everyone was offered. But it was quite clear that one of the girls, that Svetlana Khohina.
Oh, yeah, she's gorgeous.
She is.
Yeah.
What was her name?
No, not like that. No. Yeah.
No, what was her name again?
Svetlana Khohina.
And she was upset?
No, ask me again.
She's going to get me to say the name.
She flipped, and she looked fantastic in the Airlander on these. And then she went, and you could see the confusion and shock in her face. And then she went on to stuff up the, the uneven bars.
But did some bloke come out and get out a tape measure and go, oh shit?
Whoever realised.
Okay, come out of this, mate. What's it meant to be again?
Oh, Jesus, you're testing me there.
It
have to be all 3 feet.
Yeah. Should we say anything?
No. I reckon the explainer goes, oh, look, I know how this happened. Yeah. It's just they come up with the excuse.
Because you know what you realise when you saw the pole vault, where they're vaulting 4 metres something, and 5 centimetres was the difference between being able to do it and not do it. Let alone when you're only vaulting over something that's like a metre high.
Yeah. Oh, if those routines are so precise. Speaking of gymnastics, what do you reckon of the young Romanian? I reckon it's a bit harsh,
the old
don't you?
I think
here's my rule. Anything you can buy at 7-Eleven is...
Yeah, absolutely. Should be able to take it. But they're sort of saying, well, we have to be tough, but being ridiculously inflexible is not being tough, it's just being stupid.
Okay, here's my point. Since when is a minor responsible for the instructions of an adult?
Surely at 18, not 6. She's just a wee thing. And her doctor should be, given a whack over the head and kicked out, which they have for quite a few years, but it seems a little bit hard, ridiculously harsh.
But she's going to get a hell of an ad campaign.
For that cold.
For that cold?
Yeah. Not thinking
take this and you too can win gold.
But do you guys get, when Cathy, when there's a great performance, do you just actually feel great or do you get inspired? I mean, do you, when you watch the volleyballers or the water polo girls or something like that?
Cathy Freeman, I felt relieved.
You felt relieved. So
you
don't feel like you don't. You know what I felt? There was one race when I looked at the pain that they were going through, and I'm going, I'm never going to complain at the dentist again.
Yeah,
that's what I'm going to go. Those kinds of pains. But do you actually get inspired to actually go out and do stuff? Do you?
No, there are some sports where you would hate to go home and say, guess what, Mum, I'm good at the pole vault.
Yes.
You know what? How pissed off would you be if you found out that you were good at the 10,000 metres?
Oh. No, don't mind. No.
But in terms of pain,
marathon, haven't you?
Yes.
Slowly. Did you know that? Oh, you didn't know that?
Hey, you know that...
Robbins has run a marathon.
Yeah, so what? In that 10,000 metres, they'd run 9.9 Ks, okay? They actually sprinted the last 100 metres in about 12 seconds.
It's amazing time.
They almost did that
I was watching Hayley Gebrselassie, and I was like, amazing. And I was thinking, he reminds me of someone, and it was my dad. My dad drives same way sticks to the outside lane and won't let anyone pass. And that is very similar.
Especially, he doesn't let Kenyans go past.
No, it's Kenyans passing him. What an awesome, that was just 27 minutes of torture, but amazing.
And just quickly, we went to the village during the week.
Where all things are free and everyone is happy. It's a happy land. It's a happy land.
Yeah.
No, it really is. It is because everywhere you go, everything is free.
Yeah.
You go into these food halls that are full of food.
Love free stuff.
Seriously. And then we walk past McDonald's, which was completely free, and we're going
24 hours.
Yeah, 24. And can we have free McDonald's? And Rob's going, oh, jeez. I'm showing a bit of control here, I'll tell you right now. And he showed control for the next hour until we got to the, and then we got to the stand with the donuts in it. He's going, he turned into Homer Simpson. And he's poking it in. We go, Rob, we really have to get going now because we could have another two big fat ones.
There were gold medalists walking past me, and I was going, "Who made the donuts?" Oh, they're the best donuts I've ever. They were the best donuts I've ever had.
You have never seen. You know how we all go, "Oh, they're so disciplined," and they're a bunch of pigs. I saw one chick, like a runner, having for breakfast because we were like, it was like 10 o'clock in the morning, waffles and pasta on the same plate.
Oh, this might be a Belgian thing, I don't know.
She's following my diet.
Had she run? Or
No, who's running after that?
do you still stay at the village after you've swum and everything? I mean,
If you want to,
I think you'd want to.
You'd want to.
The funny thing was it was raining, and you know we're like in a beach resort when it rains, and everyone goes to the video arcade?
Yes, yeah.
Everyone, there was two guys but they're competing with each other. Like they're trying to shoot the things, and two guys with Slovakia on the back are going like...
I know.
That's a warm-up.
We went to, there's an area there if you want to, if you're religious and you want to spend some time with your religion. They've got a room there where how many religions were in the room? Like 4 or 5?
About 1 million. We were standing there with a priest,
a
two Buddhist monks, a Sikh with the turban on.
This is a recipe for disaster, if you ask me.
Everyone's happy. It's happy
Oh, okay,
land.
it's happy land. All
And
right.
it was his birthday, we sang happy birthday, but then this one turns to the priest, Father Jim, whose birthday it was, and goes, he's got his little cross on, and Glenn goes, "Nice pin, you want to swap?"
It was really funny.
We'll just show one quick little highlight, Glenn, Santo and I, for you'd think we're on our own TV show, that'd be kind of enough, but we got on someone else's TV show, NBC Today Show.
Did we get on?
Yes, we did. No, hang on, before you set the scene.
NBC Today Show.
No, the NBC Today Show was recording at Homebush, and we were walking home late one night. We've gone. There, it's on, and Katie Couric was there with the back of her head. And Santo goes, "You know what? I reckon if we stand here and we go like this, the three of us, we're going to get on."
I knew we'd get on.
And we got the tape.
Have a look.
Look closely. You see us on this side.
All right, Al. Thanks so much. On course of this morning, the Sydney Olympics, the Americans are dominating the competition thus far, especially in the pool. Today's team has just ended, and there is no
We shall be back, we'll be back with members of our victorious women's beach volleyball team, both of them. That's excellent.
This is a 10 News Update.
Good evening, I'm Selena Edmonds. Making news tonight, sprint star Matt Shervington out of the Olympics, struck by a virus, withdrawing in agony. Also Cathy Freeman through to the 200-metre semis. And in tennis, the Woodies settle for silver. The widow of a New Zealand man taken by a shark off South Australia's west coast speaks out about her extraordinary loss. Tina Bays was honeymooning with her 25-year-old husband when the great white struck. A ferry disaster kills at least 28 people off the coast of Greece. Anxious relatives and friends wait for news about the fate of their loved ones. Wild street battles as economic leaders meet in Europe. And V8 supercar driver Glenn Seaton injured in a high-speed spin-out at Victoria's Phillip Island. He was rushed to hospital after slamming into a wall at more than 200 k's, but he's vowing to get back on the track. I'll have all those details and more in the late news.
driver's license there, thanks.
Right now, there are more police using speed cameras and radars.
Sorry, babe. It's the car. Just wants to...
Speed and you'll probably be stopped, not dead.
I'm starting my own tap group. Have you got any idea what it takes to put on a show? I'll improvise.
We're going to rehearse this thing or what?
This year, the risk is in the rush.
Something like this.
Bootman is fresh, fabulous, foot-stomping fun from the creator of Tap Dogs, Bootman.
I hope you brought your leotard.
Advanced screenings this long weekend.
Recharge your Vodafone fast phone now at Tandy and stay in touch with all the action. With 330 recharge stations right around the nation, there's one right around the corner. Tandy, your Vodafone recharge store.
Double shot of blues. 34 tracks from 17 of the hottest names in rock. Classic rock and blues that really hit the spot. Double shot of blues. 2 of the best from the best in the business. Get yours now.
Turn it up. Your Colonel's got the moves with my new popcorn chicken combo.
A carton of the Colonel's new popcorn chicken with chips and a Pepsi, all for just $5.95.
Alley-oop. Go Colonel. Go Colonel.
Earlier this week we watched one of the most exciting Olympic finals of the Games as our victorious women's beach volleyball team downed the Brazilians to take gold. Here they are now, direct from Bondi, via the odd nightclub, I'd suspect. Please welcome Terry Potter and Natalie Cook. Have you been out and about partying?
We haven't really had much of a chance. We've been doing this sort of stuff.
Okay.
It's been amazing.
Yeah,
but we had a couple last night down at Bondi. We had to thank the residents.
Okay. The Brazilians are ranked #1 in the world.
That's right.
So going into the match, how are you feeling?
We knew that if we played our best game, we could get over the top of them, and with those 10,000 people on our side, you know, it just lifted us.
That does make a difference.
Yeah.
At what point did you realise, though, like in the series of events, like which game did you actually start to go, oh, we might actually be able to win this?
When we won a bronze medal in Atlanta.
Oh, that far back.
Good on you.
Yeah, no,
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, we should have collaborated on that.
Yeah, well,
no, I'd say the semi-final. I think we were very powerful in the semi-final, and we knew that if we kept that game up, then Shelter and Adriana, with the weight of Brazil on top of them, because they're defending gold medal champions, not that particular team, but Brazil. So, you know, for them to go home with a second, they're shattered.
Did you get a sense that psychologically you were starting to get on top of them? Or?
Yeah, well, they've been on top of the world for the last 3 years, and they've really lost a game, and we beat them in Portugal about 2 months ago, and that was all we needed to believe that we could, you know, win this game.
What's amazing is that out of all the sports, is you guys kept smiling and it was a really addictive thing.
Nice swimming as well. Yeah, and synchro.
That was it without the use of wires. When with the medals, I'm really intrigued by this. When you get a gold medal and you get presented, what is there like official things that happen? Is there a certificate of authenticity that's handed to you, or is there?
I don't know. I hope it's real.
But is there an actual?
We didn't even get a box this time.
Oh, really?
In Atlanta, we got a nice wooden box, and everybody liked the box better. But now it's just we got nothing to keep. It's just,
I have to keep it in my little sack.
Oh, that's his
like a sock.
Yeah, a sock with my sunglasses.
That's a good
case,
idea.
and just wrap it up so it doesn't get scratched. I dropped the bronze one on a few dance floors in Atlanta. With high heel marks in them.
And is that free drinks? Can you just wave that at the last minute?
Yeah, everywhere. The welcome home parades, especially in Brisbane, they were great last in '96. We just get into a cab and go, "Hi, we want to go to City Rollers," and they went, "Yeah, no worries." And they said, "What do you want? Do you want some money?" No, you're right. Drinks, a round of drinks, please. You know?
Do you? We were talking earlier about the post-match interview. Do you dread that?
it was tough with Adriana and Shelter because we respect them so much, and they were just so devastated, and they were crying a lot, and it was hard because it's hard to sort of be really happy when you know that they're, really upset. And we do communicate with all the teams on the tour.
Because that's a small circuit, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you know each other quite well.
Yeah, we spend like 3 months a year together with those other teams, travelling around from country to country, week after week. So.
And because I noticed when we went and saw the boys play beach volleyball, that when you give someone a hand under the net to help them up and stuff.
Yeah, it's a good sportsmanship.
Yeah, comradeship.
Yeah, and we clap hands sort of when we pass each other after timeouts.
Oh.
You might not do that all the time.
No, not when they're going to get
when
tough.
you're winning. You do it when you're winning.
Come on for a hug.
Can I ask you, when you... we were at the volleyball today, and I noticed you guys were doing it as well, but there's a thing you do, which is when one's at the net, you do the...
Yeah.
thing.
What is that?
What, how many different players... It's obviously you can't say?
Well, I'd have to kill you after that.
But you don't have to say what that... But obviously, what does it mean?
We're saying that... First of all, Natalie and I use a signal that says where we want our partner to serve. So we're putting added pressure on our partners by saying, bloody serve it there. Right. And then we're going, and if you don't, then I'm going to kill you.
So then you go like that as well.
Yeah, I was going to do that. But
And there's the one for your undies are up your crack.
Yeah.
That's another one.
Separate.
Because that is seriously the boys about your sport.
You just have to give that signal. You're like,
they are so excited about it. The proximity of it. Look at Glenn trying to keep a straight face.
No, you talk about bringing a tear to my eye earlier, and it brings a tear to my eye.
Kerry, you've actually played with Glenn.
Yeah.
Do you remember quite some time ago?
I do.
And unfortunately, we won. I dropped my decks.
We have footage of that happening. Go look at Kerry and Glenn in training. This is probably a couple of years back, but you'll get the general idea.
Very important match.
It was
There's
very...
pride on the line out here.
very good.
And we went on to win.
It's sad, isn't it?
Glenn, that was a gold medal performance, and because we won ours, I thought I'd better bring you up.
There you go. I nearly lost my spot after that day.
Very close. It was a controversial venue for some, but really, if ever people back the wrong horse, it was that. Bondi has been the best place to play it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been fantastic. I mean, the residents at first were a bit uppity. I mean, I don't blame them. It's an awesome big stadium in the middle of their beach, and they have to walk all the way around to walk their dogs and stuff. But
see, I reckon you're being diplomatic. This is an aftermatch interview because I went down there the other day, and I just thought it was. It's the biggest bunch of whinging I've ever heard. Bondi is about 57 hectares, and the thing sits there like that, and it's the Olympics that comes once a millennium. Big deal.
Oh, right, yeah, but they're saying that aren't they saying that they actually want to keep it there now for more beach volleyball now they're on the World Cup.
You can't have a keep. They want to keep on having it there.
If you guys go to Brazil now, if you guys go to Brazil now, you'd be heroes there as well, wouldn't you?
Or I don't know.
No, because
I'd be a bit scared going to Brazil.
You reckon?
Yeah, we have a tournament coming up there in a couple of weeks. We're not going, but that's not the reason.
Right.
But I don't know how they'd treat us. I mean, the Brazilians that are here, all the fans and that, they come up and congratulate us and say that was a really great game, but I don't know how we'd go if we had to play them in the final.
How many more years would you like to keep on playing as a team?
At least one. We want to play in the Goodwood Games in Brisbane next year.
And then I don't think wheelchairs go through the centre.
I'll have to find a new partner.
Hey, can I ask a question? Because we were all talking about this and none of us knew. How big is your court compared to like a normal volleyball court?
Same size.
It is the same size.
9 by 9
covered by 2 people.
Yeah,
instead of 6. And
and you have to run through the sand as well.
With favours up your crack. That is extraordinary effort. Well, congratulations with bronze in Atlanta, gold in Sydney, and wheelchairs or whatever it may be. Sensational effort.
I'm concerned about this one. It says Franklin Mint.
Would you please thank Kerry and Natalie for joining us this evening? And coming up next, a couple of big American swimmers joining us at the net.
ride his favourite ute because it's unbreakable.
What if you had the opportunity to chuck in your job and do something really wild? These guys just did. Four mates in a band, in a van, and on a mission.
For her boyfriend, she was just kissing me.
Taking to the outback on a wing and a prayer.
The uncertainty of the success, it does play on my mind, but you've got to be able to take a risk.
On a road trip that's bound to change their lives forever. The Band, premieres soon on 10.
What's life really like in today's army?
We have drivers, meteorologists, surveyors, computer technicians, vehicle mechanics.
All my qualifications are recognised for the rest of Australia. I used to be like a really shy little girl, whereas now I look at them in the face and I say, this is what I'm going to do and this is when I'm going to do it and this is why.
Through the army I've made friends who I'll have for a lifetime. I reckon even if I won lotto I'd still be a sergeant.
The Army, the edge.
The winner is indeed
The Last Lap. It's Sydney's hottest nightclub. It's Australia's hottest music. The Last Lap. 20 tracks to celebrate the greatest city in the world. The nightclub, the music, the Last Lap.
Hey, where can I freshen up?
Clairol Herbal Essences is changing shampooing from a chore to an all-out joy, so you can't help but get excited about your beautiful hair.
Yes! 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 So is my car ready?
It'll be a little while longer.
Clairol Herbal Essences, a totally organic experience.
This is possibly Australia's biggest ever long-distance event, and Ron looks ready for it.
Join EasySaver Plus and enjoy reduced international calls from just 35 cents per minute to Hong Kong. Everyone's a winner with Telstra. Join now. Call 132200.
When you start thinking about how mouth-watering a Hungry Jack's flame-grilled Whopper is, you just can't get it out of your mind.
Well, I woke up this morning, you were on my mind. I said,
makes you hungry just looking at it.
My mind.
Doesn't it?
Oh, I got
the burgers are better at Hungry Jack's.
Can't believe this.
Do you have your driver's license there, thanks?
Right now, there are more police using speed cameras and radars.
Sorry, babe. The car just wants to...
Speed and you'll probably be stopped, not dead.
Okay, sorry, we're chatting with a champion here. We are joined... The gold medalists just keep on coming, joined now by two members of the victorious US swimming team. 4 gold medals and a world record between them. Please welcome Lenny Kraselberg and Tom Dolan. Lenny, we didn't make the dress code too clear.
I know.
I know, you definitely didn't. So if you want, I can just go.
Who is
No.
Hang on a sec. Did you do this for us or for where you're going later?
I'm looking for... I might be looking for a wife out here.
Not the place to start.
Real out there in the audience.
Yeah.
But you know, we've actually appeared on the same screen together on the NBC Today show. When Glenn, Tom and I were jumping up in the background, you guys were being interviewed. You guys were actually there. We don't have the footage of it, but...
they can put that on their resume now.
You guys are not staying at the village now, though, are you?
No, we're not.
I'm intrigued. Where are you staying again?
We're on the Sports Illustrated boat.
Says you with a croaky voice.
Walk us through the Sports Illustrated.
Or as it's known, the Love Boat.
What's it like? It's a step up from the village. There's no doubt about that.
Did you stay in the village up until your events?
Oh yeah, we stayed in the village until swimming was done. Actually, the night swimming was done, we went to the boat.
No, the problem is that we have a 4 o'clock curfew. If we're staying in the village, it's our team
4
rule.
a.m.?
Yeah, 4 a.m.
What, not late enough?
Not when the bars are open.
It's rolling at 4 a.m.
Okay. So are you amazed at the way swimming is treated and watched in this country?
Oh, absolutely. It's amazing how much people understand the sport here and how much they respect it. And it's something we definitely don't have in the States. And it's a pleasure to come out here and compete.
Yeah, a fair bit was made of the rivalry between the US and the Australian team. Did it ever get personal?
I don't think so. I mean, I think that before the meet started, there was some stuff in the papers back and forth. But, you know, we had said all along that there's a lot of countries out there that have great swimmers. And I think the relays came down a lot to Americans versus Australians. But for the most part, the rest of the world proved that, you know, the smaller countries are coming up. And that's the real difference in swimming now, is that the smaller countries have amazing swimmers now. And it used to be that it was 4 or 5 dominant countries. But in the end, I mean, I think it was the fastest Olympics I can remember in swimming. And I think the Australians deserve a lot of that credit.
Well, besides, if someone makes fun of you, you just say, I'm staying on the Sports Illustrated boat, mate.
Oh, but, like, speaking of amazing swimmers, Eric Mossambani, right? What did the swimmers think about that? Like, when you were watching, like, the rest of the world was sort of found it very cute, I guess, or something. But what did the swimmers think about?
Well, it was great, especially knowing his story that he just learned to swim 9 months ago and never been in the 50-meter pool. So it was just great. And he's probably never done a flip turn before.
No.
It's cool. I mean, I think it's nice because I think at the Olympics you get lost in the elite level class of all the athletes, and it's nice to have recognition for countries and swimmers and people that don't have the facilities that we have and aren't accustomed to. I think the level that we're used to.
Because you know what you think when you watch the Olympics, that it is very much the province of rich countries. You know, like, unless it's something, an out-and-out sport like running, like distance running, but otherwise it's very much the domain of sort of rich white countries.
Well, I think that's what's great about swimming now is that, you know, there really are a lot of countries that are medaling now, and I think more countries medaled in this meet, in this Olympics, than ever before. And I think as the popularity of all sports grows and grows throughout the world, these smaller countries that have never really played a part, you know, I mean, we had countries this Olympics that won medals for the first time ever and won gold medals for the first time ever, and that's interesting. That makes things a lot more fun to see. From lane 1 to lane 8, there's 8 different countries rather than 2 countries.
And because you don't know where people are going to come from.
Can I just say something? When I try to sound cool, that's the voice I put on. That is, I'm going to say, as someone said that before, that is the coolest voice. You could grab a guitar and go, here's my first song, and that's it.
I'll tell you what, borrow Lenny's suit and mate.
Tom's voice.
What's that? My voice is working on about 2 hours sleep right now, so maybe that's what it is.
Oh yeah, it's quite good.
But he was practicing between his races in the village.
I was looking in the mirror, kind of working it back and forth.
How are you dealing with the Australian accent? Are you understanding it okay?
Yeah, we are. We try to throw a couple lines out there every once in a while, but it never really...
Try one.
It doesn't work too well.
Go for it, Tom.
I've
got a
go on, chuck us one.
Go on. Seriously, no one's watching tonight. They're watching the Olympics.
Chuck
Come
on
on.
this way.
Come on, open a can of whopper.
You got yourself into it.
Unbelievable that I just... I never should.
Go on.
I'm really going to sound like an idiot either way.
That's what you're all about.
All right, I'll go with Good Eye, Mighty.
When you're about to come out for a race, are all the competitors bunched in together? Like, you're standing next to each other?
Right, well, yeah, there is a ready room there, and you have to be there probably like 5 to 10 minutes
So,
before.
do you talk, or is there a trash talk, or...?
No, there's definitely no trash talk. Everyone tries to stay in the zone and do their own thing.
Polite, just, hi, how you going, or is it just totally silent?
Sometimes just ignoring each other.
It is possible that it's... I mean, I think a lot of times... there's no talking, but there's definitely... You can kind of look shot back and forth.
Yeah.
But it's everyone's kind of in their own zone.
Like, how big is the space? Like, how big is the room?
It's a big room because they usually put a lot of people that swim preliminaries early also in there, so it's a big room. Yeah.
Because I saw the diving, and they all get in a hot tub before they go. That's a nice way to break down the barriers.
Can you explain that one to us?
I won't even make a comment. I'm going to leave that one all alone.
Have you got a hot tub on the boat?
Yes.
Is there any chance of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 passes to the
That's actually the big problem with the boat right now.
You can't take anyone on the boat.
Well, you can, but the hoops you have to jump through are rather amazing.
We'll jump. Yeah. That's right. We're happy to.
Well, I do
We're struggling with that
subscribe
right
to Sports Illustrated. I read jumping down.
Thanks so much for dropping by tonight, and congratulations on sensational efforts.
Thanks for having us.
Silver medals, gold medals, and
You're having fun, aren't you?
Yeah, they are. You're on the way out. Would you please thank Lenny and Tom for joining us? Don't forget it. And coming up right after the break, a special musical guest, Heather Small, joins us at the panel. Thanks, Tom.
The new Toyota RAV4 with more room and power, it's unbeatable.
Experience the power of Vanessa Amorosi.
You could give your life.
Her #1 album featuring the new single Shine.
You can bang your head or you can.
Vanessa Amorosi has the power.
An Olympic investment of a lifetime. Every Australian Olympic stamp ever issued. All of the stamps are genuine, and as they're becoming scarce, are increasing in value. This collection is limited to 1,500 albums worldwide, so don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Each album is beautifully presented, so call 1300 361 881 now to secure your piece of Olympic history. For only $248, call 1300 361 881 now.
In 3000 AD, the Cyclo species will rule the world.
Do the universe a favor. Exterminate a lot of them. Happy hunting!
Now, get ready
Let it be said that we took this one chance and fought
to take back the planet.
Piece of cake.
John Travolta.
Nothing will help you.
Battle-healed Earth. Advanced VO5 shampoo and conditioner with unique time-release vitamins A, E and provitamin B5 improves manageability, reducing hair breakage by up to 77%, giving you stronger hair.
Great music.
Advanced VO5, inner strength, radiant shine.
Although you have no previous convictions, a little girl is dead. And even though you were driving with the low-range prescribed concentration of alcohol, the question remains, why were you driving at all? I sentence you to 4 years in prison. Take the prisoner from the courtroom.
Where's Daddy going?
My name is Bond. James Bond. Vodka martini. Shaken, not stirred.
Kill Bond, now! Observe, Mr. Bond, the instruments of Armageddon.
You expect me to talk?
No, Mr. Bond. I expect you to die.
Goodbye, Mr. Bond.
I trust you had a pleasant fright.
The guns, the gadgets, the girls, and all the great one-liners. 00 Heaven, coming to Saturday nights.
Tonight, our first musical guest is the lead singer of M People, huge band. The band still exists, but she's got her first solo album out. The album's called Proud. Heather Small, please welcome her. Have you had a chance to see much of the games?
No, I've been working really hard. I've been toing and throwing, so I've watched most of it on TV, unfortunately.
I reckon you should put on a tracksuit, just walk around. This is the week when people would come up and you could just sign it.
Anything.
Gail Divas or something.
Anything. What are you trying to say?
M people haven't broken up.
No, we haven't. We're still together. But we've been together for 10 years. It's a long time. So we did the Best of album. We thought we'd take a break. And the thought of not singing for maybe 6 months, a year didn't fill me with joy.
Yeah.
And I thought it's the best time now to do something on my own.
If you're a singer, do you sing all the time? Like for your own pleasure?
Yeah, but sometimes even when you're sad, you sing. So,
Yeah.
but not all the time. But when I'm intensely happy or intensely sad, then I sing around the house.
I can't get over your accent at the moment because I'm thinking sometimes when bands come in, I didn't know that M people were British.
All right.
It's like I didn't know that AHA were Norwegian. It's a real shock when you actually find
Hang
out.
on, can you give us that slightly derisive, oh right.
Okay. Sample
No,
that.
because you know what it is, it's that sort of international thing. Where you go to Vietnam, you hear the N people.
Yeah.
You know, it's everywhere.
Yeah, so I think it doesn't really matter your accent. Once people can associate themselves with the songs, then that makes me happy.
And was it fun doing a solo album when you didn't have to answer to the rest of the
I don't answer to anybody anyway. No, it was fun. It was liberating, but it's quite scary, you know, because all the decisions are on you, and I quite like that bit. But you know, if it fails, it's on you as well.
Yeah.
And that bit's a bit.
Yeah.
When you have someone coming on the show, you always hope they've got a bit of a sense of humour. And I was reading your biog today, and it said that you've got the dirtiest laugh that that the person wrote the article.
It's loud. It's very loud. It's very deep. And usually when I go to places and they haven't heard me speak before, if I laugh first, you can see them thinking, "My good God, all that noise from a very little woman."
Oh, okay. So our challenge is now to get the dirty laugh out.
We're off to the Sports Illustrated boat afterwards.
not going to work. So are you doing promotional tour?
Yes, I am. I've just come from LA because I've done a duet with Tom Jones. That's going to be the next one.
Yeah, I have too, actually.
Okay, I have to ask, did he give it a crack?
What?
You know, beautiful woman. You know, beautiful woman. That sort of thing.
No, I don't give out those kind of vibes, you know, not at all.
But he's Welsh, you know, let's face it.
Yeah, I know.
No, he's very gracious and very generous. He was just very nice. Yeah, no, he didn't give it the crack.
No dirty laugh.
He didn't give it no dirty chuckle on that one.
So with the album, so you're LA and you've got a race round and
when I leave here, I go to Melbourne and then I go to Auckland and then Singapore and then I go home and I do that all in the next week.
Wow, because we often have musical guests on and often they're just like in this jet lag fog. It must be extraordinary.
Yeah, but it is fun. It is fun, you know. And if people are happy to listen to your music and talk about your music, you know, it's nice.
You might get a call for the closing ceremony. After tonight.
I think Kylie's doing that, isn't he?
Crowd should be there because it's a caucus. Why don't we bring on the rest of the band? Beverly, Weston and Chris want to come up and take their place at the appropriate instruments and microphones, and I like to clear the non-musical members. I will leave too. You want to grab a position? I'm going to mention you did a concert the other day, didn't you? That's going to be.
Oh yes, that's going to be on the net on Friday. I did a show at the basement. It was fun.
A little private gig.
Yeah.
With an exclusive. Were they a well-behaved crowd?
They danced, so I was happy.
Good, excellent. Well, if you get up there, I will give details on your screen. You shall see the website. I think this is from Friday. You can log on to this and actually see Heather's concert as it happened just a couple of days ago. But here's a little taste, the title track from the album Proud, Heather Small with Proud.
I look into the window of my mind, reflections of the fears I know I've left behind. I step out of the ordinary, I can feel my soul ascending. I'm on my way, can can't stop me now, and you can feel the same, yeah. What have you done today to make you feel proud? It's never too late to try. What have you done today to make you feel proud? You could be so many people if you make that break for freedom. So what have you done today to make you feel proud? Still so many answers I don't know. There are so many answers. Realize that to question is how we grow. To question is to grow. So I step out of the ordinary. I can feel my soul ascending. I'm on my way, can't stop me now, and you can do the same, yeah. What have you done today to make you feel proud? It's never too late to try. What have you done today to make you feel proud? You could be so many people if you make that break for freedom. So what have you done today to make you feel proud? Yeah, we need a change. Yeah, do it today. Yeah, I can feel my spirits rising strength. Yeah, we need a change. Yeah, so do it today. Yeah, 'cause I can see a clear horizon. What have you done today to make you feel proud? Yeah, let me hear you, let me hear you, let me hear you. Say, what have you done today to make you feel proud? Yeah, 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 yeah. 'Cause you could be so many people. Just make that break for freedom, yeah. So what have you done today to make you feel proud?
Good evening, I'm Selena Edmonds. Coming up next, sprint star Matt Shervington out of the Olympics in agony. Cathy Freeman through to the 200 semis. In tennis, the Woodies settle for silver and Australia strikes gold in Taekwondo. Also, 12 Australians survive a Greek ferry disaster that killed 48. The widow of a honeymooner taken by a shark in South Australia shares her extraordinary ordeal, and wild street battles as economic leaders meet in Europe. All those details next.
Right now, there are more police using speed cameras and radars.
Sorry, babe. It's the car. Just wants to...
Speed and you'll probably be stopped, not dead.
Life is changing so fast, it's scary. We're so busy worrying about the future, we forget about our dreams. But you only get one shot at life. So what are you waiting for? Join a footy team. Go into business for yourself. Aim for a better future today. Laugh. Get a part in a play. Get on the internet. Buy that house. Renovate. Get in touch with your high school sweetheart. Get online and buy some shares for your kids. Stop watching. Start doing. Anything is possible. You can trust Nivea antiperspirant deodorant spray to keep you fresh while being gentle on your skin. And it's alcohol-free, so it won't irritate. It's the antiperspirant that cares for your skin.
Chill out with Ibiza's best-kept secret. Cafe Del Mar, the new album. Uncover it for yourself.
It's difficult to swim with a blocked nose. Vicks Sinex clears your nasal passages in seconds, so you can breathe freely for up to 12 hours. Feeling Vicks, feeling better.
Will Smith, Martin Lawrence and Taya Leone take you for the ride of your life.
Now that's how you drop.
It's the Full Tilt Muscle Movie Blockbuster. Free! Bad Boys, 8:30 Sunday on 10.
With all the problems CJ Hunter's been having, he came and did backup vocals tonight.
Lookalikes, but not a baddie. We should do our mugs just quickly. They're from ALC IT Solutions. What they do is they pick up your used printer, copier, don't laugh, and fax toners so that they can be reground
Do they recycle them?
into cast members of Home and Away. And into things like this, okay? That's it.
What's that? A ruler?
Plastic rulers and stuff like that. So anyway, give them a call on the number. Do we have the number on the screen? I'm not sure. And they will make a donation to Red Cross every time. That's the number there.
So you're going to make them? Oh, yes. Hang on, where's mine?
Hang on, I was just trying to work out how
Oh,
you
here,
put the
hang
number.
on.
Put this one, I'll just go straight over the top.
Here,
right?
Thomas.
Do,
Yeah.
when I say go,
Yeah.
do this, okay? And look that way, okay? Okay. And smile.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yes, very nice.
Are they uncomfortable?
In case you haven't guessed, it is time to talk sport. Please welcome Stephen Quartermain to our...
Oh, they're really tight.
We get into the synchronised first, Kate. Kate was my date for the synchronised swimming yesterday.
Au contraire, mon frère, you were my date.
Okay. Whatever.
And boy, were you singing a different tune by the time...
Into it, were you? No, well, I must say...
Oh, here we go.
No, I must say, you've got to admire what they do.
The reverse beat
it would be
was on.
bloody... No, it would be bloody hard to do.
Backing up, danger, wide load.
It would be very, very hard to do, so I admire that. But what are the ticket prices for the...
Oh,
They're only filling a third of the swimming pool for the synchronised swimming. We had the C tickets. It was $225.
Yeah.
The next tickets up were $405, and it went for 80 minutes.
Yeah.
Went for 80
was
minutes.
all like
$405
for a B ticket.
Well, that was the top ticket.
Yeah, 405. We were 225.
You should have gone to my mates on the corner of George and Hay. Yeah? You would have done well there.
But, gee, for 80 minutes action, that's pretty steep. No wonder they
But
can't
you
fill
know
it.
what else? Because the stadium wasn't full because they'd obviously overpriced it. So they shut off the top of the stadium. And why don't they do this student rush thing where they say to people, because lots of people go out to home bush.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah.
2 hours before, say, come see the synchronised swimming for $15. Then the girls would be performing to a full stadium.
We enjoyed it, didn't we?
It was really good.
Caught a train back from on whatever night, Monday night, and we sat next to a German chap, and he had bought...
I can't believe it.
Yeah. He had bought $2,000 worth of tickets for $500. He didn't pay. He paid below face value on all of them, and all he did was wait until the event had started.
Yeah.
And then he missed parts of the event.
But you know what else is a huge thrill? You know, if you buy them from SOCOG or whatever, you have to stand in the queue and la. I went to see the Scalper this morning. Hello, Jimmy.
Is Jimmy still out? Is Jimmy still out?
Different than your guy. I've got my own guy, buddy.
Yeah.
But I went with my brother and sister-in-law who are here from the Gold Coast who didn't have any tickets.
Too much information.
But no, sorry, but ticket face value, no queue, and plus you get the thrill of doing something slightly illicit. It's beautiful.
Well,
I love it.
Can I say well done to the Woodies? They bowed out as a doubles team, and they've been one of the greatest doubles teams in the history of tennis. They missed out on the gold, unfortunately. They won the silver to
What
the lost.
happened?
They just lost. The
Wasn't it?
Canadians played really well.
Oh.
And they had John Howard there and everything.
Did they? Well, he's been our lucky mascot. But look, what an awesome performance. And they're now split up as a team because Mark Woodford's retiring. But
35
tremendous,
today?
tremendous performance by the greatest doubles
That
team.
would be like ending a marriage.
Yes.
They have probably spent more time with each other than they have with their partners.
They have tips on court. Yeah.
They do. And when I'm sitting there reading the paper.
Who's the oldest person in the Olympics? I might
one of the
do my homework.
One of the equestrian riders is close to 50.
And of course,
Australia's oldest performer as a shooter, I think, is close to 50.
Really? And of course, the other thing is that, do you reckon? I just have this impression that that our female athletes do a lot better than our male athletes. Is that
something I've never really thought about?
Yeah, today we had another gold in the taekwondo, and I think the girls have been doing really well.
Young Lauren Burns, that was great. She made, actually, it was flyweight, which is under 49 kilos in the taekwondo. It was the first time it's been in the sport. She made the weight by 20 grams.
Oh, really?
She just sneaked in, so... But that was a
magnificent... to the weightlifting, 472.5 kilos.
Five fridges.
That's the thing they said, because it doesn't mean anything. They said the equivalent of five fridges. And that struck me. Weightlifting, they should lift household appliances. And you could relate.
That'd be a winner.
But listen to this. This is I swear I went to the 105 kilos plus, and I saw a guy lift up the weight.
You're not going to tell the breaking arm story.
Yeah, no. What? Did I tell?
It makes
The guy lifted up his weight. The guy lifted up a weight, and he'd actually lifted it up. He was just trying to get his footing right. Held it up too long, and out popped his arm. But what happened is they kept showing the replay, and the crowd kept on going, oh, and the announcer goes, ladies and gentlemen, can you please be quiet? And they kept on showing the replay, and they go, well, stop showing the replay.
I tell you, it would have made his next lift pretty hard.
It was the one hand.
Because you just figure out with a dangly one down over here,
and with the moving right along with the young gymnast, the Romanian gymnast that was stripped of the gold. Look, it's the IOC have been talking today, and look, they had to do it. They had because you have to set the standards. But they were saying Kevin Gossip was quoted today, and a couple of other guys. It was one of the toughest decisions the IOC's ever had to make was to strip this young girl because it wasn't her fault. But it's gone to the Court of Arbitration of Sport. They're going to give their ruling at 3 o'clock tomorrow. And you get the feeling from the IOC that actually the decision's not theirs now. They've made their ruling, and now it's up to the court.
And might it change?
I think they'd be really comfortable if it was overturned.
Was it as tough as the decision that Kevin Gossip had to make to hand out the gold medal to Cathy Freeman?
Probably not.
No. Okay, when do you reckon he put his hand up for that one?
Very early on, suggesting.
Do you reckon he put his hand up, or do you reckon a couple of other people...
This is a dead search.
I reckon about 57 BC.
Hang on, is it true? Is it true that I've heard a rumour, you know the gold medal they took off the Romanian girl, is it going to Sophie Gosper?
She
doesn't have one.
All right.
You know what, they don't take the gold medal.
Hey, hang on, controversy.
Speaking of controversy, we are up here, I think we're representing Channel 10, we're representing the show. Some of us have let standards slip a little bit. The photograph was snapped the other day. Can we have a look at in the seedy area of coming out of a seedy little pawn shop holding a plastic bag. So I think you should...
No, but hang on.
Can
I just say something? We went to the restaurant next door, and we all popped in. Who was the only person who bought something? Your good self. And I did the right thing. I thought, Tom wants to buy a bit of porn. I won't ask him. Okay, you're going to talk about on national television. What porn did you buy? What did you buy?
Can I tell you a really tragic thing in a pawn shop?
More importantly, is it IOC approved?
What did you buy?
It was a research material for the program.
Hang on, do you want to see? You've never seen anything more tragic than Tom Gleisner in a pawn shop on his hands and knees rummaging under the counter through a box that says everything in this box $1.
So now we know you got these.
What happens on the Olympics trip stays on the Olympics trip. I'm sorry.
Then we walk out, Mr. Show and Tell's there with the camera. I'll confess what I bought.
Yeah, thank you.
The show's over, what a shame.
Quarters, we're going to have to leave that there. We'll wind up the games next week if you'd be so kind. Thank you to everyone who joined us this evening. Our friend Lynn's going into hospital tomorrow. Good luck, Lynn. And thank you to Kerry, Natalie, Lenny, Tom, Heather, Quarters, and a wonderful audience. See you next week here on the panel.